Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, October 8th, 2013. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 108. Going to make this as quick as possible, and hopefully my battery won't die in the process. First off, Cherokee Bead Woman, your package was sent out Friday. You should receive it by tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Please do me a favor when you receive it and drop a comment below this video to let me know that you received it, and I really hope you enjoy your package. Secondly, my top secret challenge I'm working on is kind of on hold. I ran out of a certain something, and as soon as I re-up that certain something, I will get back to work on that, and hopefully we will see that by next week. Thirdly, I am still open to suggestions for patterns for the absolutely gorgeously wonderful package of yarn I received from Erin Give Me Yarn 418. If anyone has any suggestions, please comment below and let me know. Please don't make them too complicated, because though I can knit, I can't knit all that great. So if you can think of something, let me know, and I would greatly appreciate it. So onward with crafty. First off, I'm going to show you this bracelet my daughter made me. It's just simple single crochet band. It has this gorgeous little mint green button, so it is a button closure, which is cool. But I thought it was neat. She made herself one, she made me one, and she also made her brother one. And mine is just 4 different shades of pink. So I thought that was really cool. So thank you, dear. Next up, Halloween is coming, and to kind of take a break from something I was working on yesterday, I decided that I was going to crochet myself a witch's hat. So there it is, nothing major. It's a very simple, very quick and easy pattern. I'll probably do a little embellishing on it, and maybe I'll even create something that can actually wear the little witch's hat, because it's kind of small for me. So we'll see. You might see that next week as well. Next up, a little something that I ran across on YouTube I thought was really cool, and it is this wallet. It's really neat. It's called the Magic Wallet, and I'll show you. Take your money, put your money in, close the wallet, open the wallet, and voila. Close it, open it, and voila. They've traded places. It's really neat. It's very simple. It doesn't take much. All you need is fabric, cardboard, elastic, a little lace or rickrack if you want to embellish it a little bit of cotton batting, and a hot glue gun. Now this is not made the best because my glue gun has a mind of its own, and I also had a thicker elastic than what you would normally use. But yeah, if I had a better glue gun and thinner elastic, I'm sure it would have looked a lot better. But I don't care. I love this. I think it's a really neat idea. I will put the link in the description below so you can go check out the tutorial and even try and make yourself one, because it's really cool. And ever since I've made this, I've been using it. That's how much I like it. So there again, ta-da! Really neat. So, and we won't sit here and play with the wallet all day. So next up, in the process of looking for knit patterns for socks, I ran across a book called Elizabeth Zimmerman's Knitter's Almanac, Projects for Every Month of the Year. I purchased this book at the dollar book sale that our library had last fall. I actually made one of the patterns out of it, which is the little angel with the pink dress. I don't remember the video, but somewhere back in my videos around this time of the year, you would see that. I thought there was socks. She does have a couple patterns for socks in here, but nothing kind of, that I'm looking for. But I did run across a pattern for double knitting using 1 strand of yarn instead of 2. Now anybody knows I've shown a couple pieces. This is one of them. This is double knitting with 2 strands. And I also showed you the snowflake pot holder I did, which was the blue and white. But this is done using 2 strands. What she does is done with 1. And it was actually a pattern for a knit baby afghan that you could make. And she does include in her instructions a little practice swatch. So here's mine. It's garter stitch on the edge, and then there's the knitting, the double knitting in the center. And then the other side is the same exact thing, instead of reverse like the other double knitting. So this is all done with one strand of yarn. And it's really cool. Anybody who's checked out double knitting knows that using the two different strands, each stitch has two stitches that count as one. So one you knit and one you purl. With double knitting with one strand, you knit one stitch and you slip one stitch, and it's really cool the way it's done. If anyone's interested, I suppose I could maybe do a little quick video tutorial showing you how it's done. If you want to see regular double knitting, just go to YouTube and there's several videos on it. But I thought this was really cool, and it does tell you for the baby Afghan that if you want to make a pouch instead of just a plain Afghan, because we all know with babies you cover them up, they kick their feet are uncovered. So you can actually turn an Afghan into not just the Afghan itself, but you can create a pouch within it to put the baby in so that the baby's feet will always stay covered. But she doesn't tell you how to do it. So I messed around. I started another piece just like this one. Only difference between this one and that one is this one has a pouch. Doing the double knitting the way you do and slipping the stitch instead of purling the stitch creates two separate layers of fabric within the double knitting. So I messed around and I kind of figured it out. I'll sit down and I'll mess around with it a little bit more, perfect it a little better, but I thought that was a really neat idea. So if anyone's interested in seeing a little quick tutorial on how to do double knitting with one strand of yarn, just comment below and I'll try and get that done. So next up is something that came up on my Facebook page. It was a challenge to make a Buffy dog. And if you've never seen a Buffy dog, well, now you have. Here's mine. Came out really cool. I like this pattern. The only thing I found wrong with the pattern is the placement of the ears, which was very easy to correct. It's not a big deal, but it's really neat because you make the ears before you make the head so that when you're making the head, the ears actually get attached while you're working the rounds of the head. And the same thing for the lower legs, is you actually attach them as you're making the body. The only thing you actually have to stitch on or stitch together is the nose, the head to the body, and the arms. Even the tail is worked right in with the stitching. So thought it was really cool. I like it. All I have to do now is take a picture and post it in the project link on the Ravelry page that this is from. So I thought he was cute. I'm not much into dogs, but he's a cute little dog. So there's that. And last but not least, one more thing, and I actually completed this today. I would like to introduce everyone to Nessi. And I hope you can see Nessi. Nessi is my dragon. There's a front view of Nessi. There's a side view of Nessi. The other side. And then the back view of Nessi. Nessi is my little knit dragon. This was to another Ravelry challenge that was suggested by Erin, Give Me Yarn 418, for myself and my daughter. She thought we might be interested, and this is one of the patterns I chose to do for that. I did make changes in the spikes. There's supposed to be I-cord at the end. I left that off. The instructions for the spikes is not written exactly the way I would have written it, but that's okay. It's very easy to change. The hardest part about this was the very first round of the wings. But, you know, you make it through, and I think it came out really cool. And it's got little, like, you know, design on the belly. I think it's cute. It's got little toes on the legs. And the legs are a little floppy because that way when Nessi sits down, the legs are able to move and allow little Nessi to sit. So there is my Nessi. And I think it came out really cool. So that's it for me this week. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. If I've forgotten anything, well, it's too late now. Anyway, so For Nessie and I, we're going to say we look forward to seeing everyone's videos. We hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. For us, we're out of here. For you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one, and I'll see you all next week. Bye. Say goodbye, Nessie.